Hi everyone, I'm going to make an journal page. I'm using one of my books that I've converted into an art journal, and I'm starting by covering these pages with gesso. I've got here a sponge with a little bit of water. I want to smear the gesso, I don't want brush strokes, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm not concerned about complete coverage. I just want a nice base for my paint, so that's what I'm doing. And just trying not to have texture from the gesso, any kind of texture, just smearing it and making a nice base. If I used a paintbrush, I would have the brush strokes, and I didn't want it. I'm thinking about putting acrylic paint and try to blend it a little bit, and I don't know, so I don't want any kind of interference from the layer underneath. So I've got coverage here, and now I need for this to dry, or maybe not, I don't care. I think it will just help the paint and the color, so I don't care. I'm moving on, and the colors I've picked today, these are deco art, and I've got navy blue, red bird, and smoke. Don't know why, just picked these three. And let's start by using this, just starting in one place. And I like that it's not completely thick and over the top, so it does I'm just trying to get into the crease here, so it did work for me not to wait for the gesso to dry. Maybe I should have picked a darker gray, but I will work with this one. Maybe I'll add later. Right now it's more playing with the colors and blending them, and also letting them make more, when you're blending them, and getting more shades. Now if you don't like it, you can always switch the sponge if you want, like I want now more gray in several areas. I'll just go with another corner and go over, so I will have also gray and not only gray mixed with the other colors, like so. And if I want more of the blue in several places, again I can just put this here and just go over and make the areas that I want more. Yeah, very smoky feel to this page, I think. little bit more here. Yeah, so that's the beginning of my page. I need for this to dry before I continue, so I'll be back. I'm back. So this is completely dry and I want to build now more layers on my background, and I'm in the mood for circles. So first of all, I'm going to stamp around this stamp that I just adore, and most of my stamps and stencils are bought online from AliExpress, and if you are very insistent, then I will try and look up where I bought it, and I will put a link, but it just cheap stuff that I buy from AliExpress. So lots and lots of circles, and this is just the beginning. I want to build a whole lot of more circles on my page. Don't know why, just the feeling. So that's the start, and now I've got this stencil that I want to go over, and I've taken a white gesso here. I figured this will work better than acrylic paint on my page, so I'm going with it and adding lots and lots of circles. And I hope, because it's gesso, then it will pop up from my page. Yes, it does. I'm putting it quite randomly and not overthinking the placement. As I said, this is building a background and having fun. So it's quite random. Just place whatever you are doing wherever you think it will work. There are no rules. Okay, so switching to, let's see, the smaller one. Let's put one here. I hope I'm in frame and that you can see what I'm doing. Let's put one here. I like to always put some of the elements off the edges. I think it's more interesting that way, but do whatever feels right to you. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this one also and add it in several places. Yeah. Here where the fold is, it's always harder, but it can be done. Yeah. So it's layering and it's overlapping also, and I think it works well that way. And here we go. So what else? I think I need something in this corner a little bit, so yeah, this is it. And do I want splatter? No. Random dots, I'll keep it in mind. I'll leave it be for now. And now I want this to dry before I want to add this stencil to the mix. As you can see, I'm keeping with the circles theme, so I want it completely dry before I'm starting with this one. So I'll be back. I'm back. So now for this stencil, and first I thought about doing it with the acrylic paints that I've done the background, but then I thought better and I'm going to use ink pads. I've got here a Memento Nautical Blue. Here we go with the sponge, and I've got this dark purple wildflower. Don't know anything more about it. I bought it in Prague and that's the only English that there was on it. And I've got what do I have here? Dover Craft, and this is some kind of magenta, I don't know, and the sponge that goes with it. So I'm going to start, and I want to alternate between the ink pads, and I hope it will work, because this kind of stenciling with the ink pad and the makeup sponge, you need to put a lot of pressure and to get in all this detail, but I prefer it this way. I didn't want, because all this background is really as I called it, foggy. It's very subtle. I didn't want to put now a blob of acrylic paint, so that's why I'm going with this one. And I also didn't want spray paints, because I didn't want them spreading now on my page. So that was the option that I went for. And as you can see, I'm alternating between the colors and between trying also to do a little blending. And we'll see what comes out of it. It can be a disaster once I'll lift it, but let's hope for the best. If not, I'll just go over it with gesso. Okay. Ooh, this is interesting. It really is. Not completely in your face. Part of it disappears into the background. So only here I have, like, it really does disappear. So I'm going to add a little bit of this, and now it's better. Yeah, you can see it, but it's not taking too much out of this page. And now I want, do I want another one, or it will be overwhelming? Yeah, I'll do another one. What's the worst that could happen? So, again, just alternating between the colors and a lot of blending here. And I'm putting a lot of pressure so it will get into all the details. Quite a workout. Ooh wee. Okay, so I like it, and I'm going now to close all the ink pads and make some and blast this with my heat tool so it won't spread in any way if I'm going over it with something. And I'm going to bring some more elements into the page. I have some die cuts that someone sent me in Happy Mail, don't even remember who, and it was a long time ago, and I really want to use them, so I'll be back. I'm back. So these are the die cuts I've got that I want to place here, and I just want to put some glue and adhere them to my page. And I'm using some kind of general glue I've got from the local cheap store. I'm only using it because it has a really thin nozzle, so it would be easier for me to put glue in several places on these die cuts. And but you can use whatever glue you've got. I'm just hoping this won't make a lot of mess because they are very thin and dainty. So here we go. And another one. Again, I'm just putting dots in several places. I don't think it needs more than that. They were this color, but I knew that it won't be it will disappear on my page, so I just spray them with black from a paint can spray. Just quick and fast and great coverage. I could have done it with any kind of acrylic paint or black gesso, but I figured this would be easier, quicker to dry, and it won't damage the die cut, so that's why I went with it. Yeah, no, a little bit crooked. Okay, in place. Last piece. Let's try be quick about it. Okay. So I've got my die cuts, and now I want a little bit more of the same kind of embellishment all around my page. So I took out a lot of stamps that I have, and I'm trying to find something that will work with the die cuts. And again, took my Memento Tuxedo Black. Basically I want more my page to be more framed with this kind of black stamps or die cuts, just to add to the whole mix. And switching to something else, let's see, something that will work. That's better. Yeah. I'm playing with the placement of the stamp, so it would be more interesting and not repetitive, always the same, and parts of it, not all the complete stamp all each time. I'm moving, taking the stamp from the acrylic block, so it would be easier to stamp here near the fold, like so, and just a little bit here, and yep, that's, and just this here, and love, yay. So this is it, that's my page. I really like this. I like all this circle and all this black mess, swirly thing, and that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments below, and I'm going on vacation for about a week, so I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.